slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, and you are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken to listen to the live play-by-play of today's game, the Angels versus the Yankees in the Bronx. Thank God we're back in New York and hoping to end this 5-game losing streak that has been hanging over the heads of our New York Yankees. Welcome, Nancy. Appreciate you being here in the stream. I know there are others of you out there listening, so if you would, please drop a hey so that I can acknowledge that you're here. I thank everyone for taking time out of their busy Monday morning or Monday afternoon, Monday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. We're just a couple of minutes before game time, and I am going to announce the lineups for both teams this evening. Leading off for the Angels is shortstop Zach Neto. In the 2-hole is center fielder Mike Trout. Welcome, Daniel. Appreciate you being here. Robert. John, I definitely hope we get it rolling tonight. I'm tired of calling losers. That's 5 in a row for me, and I'm ready to get back on the winning track. Well will be at first base, hitting out of the 3-hole. Soler will be DHing, cleaning up. Moncada will be at third base, hitting out of the 5-hole. Adele will be in right field in the 6-hole. Lowe will be in left field in the 7-hole. Ohapi will be behind the dish, and playing second base and bringing up the end of the lineup is Frazier. On the bump for the Angels tonight is going to be Yusei Kikuchi. For our New York Yankees, we are going to have Paul Goldschmidt leading off, playing first base. In right field in the 2-hole is the captain, Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger will be in the 3-hole playing center field. Giancarlo Stanton will be hitting cleanup and back in the DH spot. Ahmed Rosario will be at third base hitting out of the 5-hole. Jazz Chisholm will be at second hitting out of the 6-hole. Randall Grichuk will be back in left field hitting out of the 7-hole. Jose Caballero will be at shortstop in the 8-hole. In the 9-hole is going to be Austin Wells behind the dish. And on the bump for the Yankees is going to be Will Warren. If you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Drop a vote in our active poll. Will the Yankees end this 5-game losing streak? And for those of you who have hopped in, if you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. Yep, Grichuk again. He is supposed to be a specialist against left-handed pitchers. Yusei Kikuchi has been a pain in the Yankee side for years. If you guys haven't, I dropped a few shorts, 3 shorts today. One of them talking about the the ground rule double for Ben Rice, and then talked about captain's home run and whether Grichuk should be replaced with either Yanquiel Fernandez or Jason Dominguez. Recommend taking a look, giving a little bit of a holler. Let me know what you think. We are just a couple of minutes before game time, so are we feeling optimistic that we can end this losing streak? For me, one of the tests that I always like to see with regard to Will Warren is if he is actively attacking the strike zone and not nibbling, that's always a good thing for the Yankees. And it looks like the Yankees are Jones is in AAA right now. John, he is at Scranton. Has been hitting not great, but he has leads the league in RBIs. So he's been coming around. One of the things that we needed to see is his strikeout numbers come down, and that just hasn't happened yet. And it looks like Warren has thrown the last of his warm-up pitches. And for those guys out there and gals, how you feeling about today's game? Coming up to bat is Zach Neto, hitting .250 on the season, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a 900 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike one. Count is 0-1 on Neto. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened out 1-1. And Warren sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul. Count is 1-2. And Frank addition is the home plate umpire. He is considered a neutral umpire. Only had 2 pitches calls overturned. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now evened at deuces. Ward sets and fires, and that pitch is tap foul. Count remains deuce deuce. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is hammered foul down the third base line. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at bat. And Warren sets, and the pitch is wow. It's called ball 3. I don't know. I think that I would challenge that one. And Warren sets, and he fires. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Beautiful sweeper by Warren. And that is the first out of the game. Coming up to bat is the legendary Angel Mike Trout, playing center field. Doing well with considering the long injury history that he's had over the last few years. Good to see him back on the field doing good things and being productive. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is inside. Count is 1-0. And Weaver Ward sets. The sweeper is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. The pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2 on Trout. Trout takes time out. Yeah, I agree, John. We don't want to see Trout productive tonight. And the pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is way up high. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, so Warren's got a little bit of go-go juice on that ball. Warren sets, and he fires, and this one is weakly grounded to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's going to flip to Warren, and he touches the base for the second out of the inning. Good job showing the PRPs were worth the effort in spring training for Warren. And Danawell is coming up to bat. And Warren sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Warren is around the strike zone tonight and looking pretty sharp. Danawell is hitting .232 on the season, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a .698 OPS. Warren sets, and he fires, and the sinker is down low. Count is evened out, 1-up. And Warren sets, fires the pitch, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Shonwell is going to challenge this pitch. And ABS is going to overturn the call. It is a ball. It missed by 1/8 of an inch. So the count flips to 2-1. And Warren sets, brings the ball, and the stinker is going to catch the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count evens up at deuce. What color is that freaking goose? Warren sets and fires, and this is a looping fly ball to left field. Grichuk is on the run. It is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Angels. 1, 2, 3. And that's what you see. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. For tonight's active poll, will the Yankees end this 5-game losing streak? Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first of the Yankees is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, the captain, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. As Judge turned the corner, he's been hitting the ball at people and bullets. Yesterday, he broke through in the 9th inning with a 2-run homer. So as he turned the corner, is Judge. Hello, Deadly. Welcome to the stream. You got to come up with new materials because that stuff is getting old. And Kikuchi is on his 4th start of the year, 0-2, 6.75 ERA. Kikuchi's record doesn't make any difference because he always gives the Yankees a hard time. Hello, my little man. All right, come on up here. We need some help right off the bat. So, all right, little man, what do you got to say?
Let's go Yankees.
That's right. Let's go Yankees. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike 1 on Goldie. Goldie's hitting 200 on the season with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and a 695 OPS. And Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count evens up at 1-1. All right. Go be a good boy and listen. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one down the right field line. Count is 1-2. And Kikuchi sets, pitch is on the way. And this is a line drive into the left center field gap. And it's going to go all the way to the warning track. Goldie is hustling around first base, and he is going to make it into second as a stand-up double. Goldie hits lefties like no tomorrow, and I'm glad he came back. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Kikuchi sets, and he fires this ball all the way to the backstop. And Goldie is going to take off and make it into second third on the wild pitch. So the Yankees have a runner at third with nobody out, and the captain is up. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way. And this ball is driven to left field. It is going, and gone. That is a long home run into left center field. And the Yankees lead 2-0. Judge's 5th home run of the season. That went 456 feet and traveled off his bat 116.2 miles an hour. My goodness, he hammered that pitch. That was like a freaking laser to the outfield. So that is back-to-back home runs for Judge. 9th inning yesterday, 1st inning today. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike 1 on Bellinger. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a ball down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Kikuchi sets and pitches, and that ball, it's called ball 1. I think it was in the strike zone, and it's being challenged. And the call is going to be overturned. That is a strike. It was in the bottom portion of the plate. And Kikuchi sets. He fires, and the pitch is hammered foul straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. Hey, Sean. Welcome to the stream, my brother, from a different mother. Kikuchi sets and fires, and this ball is driven to right field. Joe Adell is tracking it and is going to make it a play for the first out of the night for the Yankees. And the first pitch on the way to Big G is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Kikuchi sets and he fires, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. That was a 95-mile-an-hour humdinger. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-1 on Big G. Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Good slider. Count is evened at deuces. Deuce. What color is your goose? Come on, Giancarlo. Let it ride, baby. Kikuchi sets and fires. That one bounces in front of the plate. Count is now full on Big G. And the pitch is on the way, and G swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. So Rosario is going to be on first with a solid single. Adele gets the ball back in as quick as possible to keep Rosario in place. And Kikuchi sets, and the pitch from Jazz is hammered down the first base line, foul. Count is 0-1. And Kikuchi sets. The pitch is on the way, and Jazz taps this one foul down the first base line. Count is now 0-2 on Jazz. Neto is shading up the middle. Moncada is guarding the third base line. I'm not sure exactly why. And Kikuchi makes a weak pickoff attempt at first. Fans are booing, of course. And that is a second pickoff attempt. So he is able to break on Will. So will Rosario take off? Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Rosario was on the go. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off again. So as we head to the fifth pitch of the at-bat, count is 0-2 on Jazz. Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to the second base. Frazier is going to flip it over to Shanwell, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first, but not before the Yankees tag a couple of runs to take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Coming up in the top of the second is going to be Soler, Moncada, and Adele. 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take a second to drop your response into our active poll for the night. Will the Yankees end this miserable 5-game losing streak? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We have QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners of the screen. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. I recommend that you hit the notifications so that you'll know every time we're live and not Memorex. This is our chase for 28, and I think that you're going to miss a wild ride if you're not here, part of the action. Hey, SGA, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Make sure you hit that like button and share the channel out. Share, 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 subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And let's see if Warren can continue his fine outing. The first pitch is a sweeper down in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Soler. And Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Soler's hitting .211 on the season, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a .775 OPS. And Warren sets, and that pitch paints the outside corner. Call strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets and fires, and that ball is, man, it's called ball 2, but I think he painted the strike zone, but Wells is not challenging. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call strike 3. You're out of here, Joe. Go grab some bench, baby. That is Warren's second strike out of the night. And former Red Sox, former White Sox, Yoan Moncada is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is called ball 1. I think he caught the strike zone with that one, too. Holy moly. Moncada is hitting .125 on the season, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, and a .590 OPS. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. And Warren sets and fires, and this one paints the outside portion of the plate for call strike 2. Count is 1-2. Warren sets, and he fires, and that changeup is going to drift just outside. Count is going to even up at deuces on Moncada. Pitch is on the way, and Moncada fouls it straight back. Count remains deuces. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call strike 3. Uh-oh. Moncada is challenging. And this is going to be confirmed that it is a strikeout. So, Yoan, you are out of here, baby. Go grab some bench. And the Angels lose their first challenge of the night. They have one remaining. Coming up to bat is Joe Adell. Warren sets, and the first pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is even up at 1-up. Warren sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is evened at deuces. And Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is now full on Adell. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is gonna plunk Adell. He's gonna head to first base. That ricochet tagged Adell and Wells at the same time. Coming up to bat is Josh Lowe, hitting 132, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a 548 OPS. And Warren sets, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Lowe. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Warren sets, and this ball is grounded Chisholm. He's going to field it cleanly and fire to Goldie at first. And that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of the second. Coming up in the bottom of the second for the Yankees is going to be Randall Grichuk, Jose Caballero, and Austin Wells. So can we keep it going? And for those of you who have hopped in, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you are still here, SJ, my thoughts on the Yankees. Well, I feel that the Yankees have one of the best rotations in baseball, and they have not let us down. Of the 7 games that we've lost this season, 6 of them have been by 1 run. The 7th was by 2 runs. So we haven't been out of any given game at any point. Not getting blown out. Bullpen is holding it close. The bats need to catch up. I think the WBC did a lot of disruption to players across the league, interrupting spring training, and the players are not geared up for the regular season. I think in another couple of weeks, everyone will have their swings in. I mean, I know, for instance, the captain only had 19 at-bats in spring training for the Yankees. And usually for a major league player to be prepped, you're in the ballpark of 60 to 70 at-bats. The players like Randall Grichuk, who signed very late, he had 3 or 4 games in spring training, and he has looked horrible during the regular season thus far. Grichuk is 0 for 12 on the season. And Kikuchi sets and he fires, and the first pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Grichuk is looking for his first hit as a Yankee. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Kikuchi sets, and the next pitch is down low. Count is 2-1 on Grichuk. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and this ball is hammered down the third baseline, foul. Count is 2-2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the ball is down in the dirt. Count is now full on Grichuk, 3-2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that ball is hammered foul down the third base line once again. So we're going to head to the seventh pitch of this at bat. For those of you hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the second. Yankees have a 2-0 lead on the Angels. Yusei Kikuchi is on the mound. There is nobody out, no runners on, and Randall Grichuk is up to bat. And the pitch is going to be up and in for ball 4. So he is going to touch base for the first time as a Yankee hitter. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, hitting 146 on the season. No home runs, 4 RBIs, and a 384 OPS. Caballero's bat started to come alive in the series against the Rays, and the first pitch is on the way and fouled off of Caballero. He is hopping around. And they've got the trainer and the manager out looking at Cabby. Guys and gals out there in baseball land, how do you feel about the Yankees thus far? And it looks like Caballero is getting ready to step back in the box. If Kikuchi was a dirty player, he would throw a cutter inside and see if he could get him to foul it off his back foot. Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and this ball is hammered to left field. This one is going. All right, can you hear me now? Welcome to the stream, Sky. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls this one off. Kikuchi is at 42 pitches on the night. Count is 3-2. And for those of you just hopping in the stream, yeah, you can hear me, or yeah, you can't hear me, Sky. And Kikuchi sets, and that pitch is down low, and that is going to be ball 4. Okay, roger that. Coming up to bat is Goldie Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman for tonight. He is 1 for 1 on the evening with a double and a run scored. And the pitch is on the way, and that changeup is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-0. What do you know? And Kikuchi sets and fires, and that changeup paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and this changeup is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 0-2. For those of you just hopping into our stream, we are in the bottom of the second. Yankees have a 4-0 lead. Am I mute? I don't think I'm muted. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Test. Test. Can you hear me? Testing. And the first pitch to Judge is swung on and missed. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is even at 1. Captain is 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run dinger in his first plate appearance. 5-by-5, Sean. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1 on the captain. I think Kikuchi's a little bit fearing the captain, especially the chocolate thunder that he put into that first at bat. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup swung on and missed. He swung completely over that. He was looking at making this a 6-0 game. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way. And that is ball 3, way out of the strike zone. Count is now full on the captain. And Kikuchi steps off the mound to chase Wells back to first. Now all is right in the world. He is ready. And this pitch is hammered to the third baseman. Mikata is not going to field it cleanly. He throws to first, but Judge is there. So that should have been a double play, and it is now first and runners at first and second. And Mikata was one of those people that everyone wanted to trade for because of his bat. But the reason they didn't is because of his pitiful defense at first. And Thank you, Deadly. Appreciate the donation. You rock too, brother. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch is a looping pop up to second base. Frazier is there, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Thank you for your support. Most appreciated, brother. All right, Big G. He is 0 for 1 on the night with the strikeout, so it's time for him to get into the hit parade. Bellinger was out so quickly, I didn't even get the opportunity to give his hitting stats for the night. Big G has the warrior look on his face, like he's ready to put a charge into this ball. Kikuchi checks on Goldie at second. And the pitch is on the way, and that is way high for ball one. Count is 1-0 on Big G. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and that ball is just a bit low. Count is 2-0, and the challenge is going to catch. Catcher's going to challenge this. And guess what? He is wrong. That is confirmed that it is ball, and the Angels have lost their challenge in the second inning, so they are cooked. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 3-0 on Stanton. Kikuchi sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that's going to catch the top corner of the strike zone with a slider. Count is 3-1. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt. So the bases are going to be juiced with Yankees. And Ahmed Rosario is coming up to bat. This could get ugly real quick. And it looks like there is a mound visit coming on. So not sure what the hell he's going to tell him. You're facing a hitting machine. Throw strikes. Mike Maddox is the pitching coach for the Angels. If you didn't know, he is the brother of Hall of Fame pitcher Greg Maddox. So the family knows a little bit something about pitching. Rosario is hitting .320 on the season, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and a .1037 OPS. He is 1 for 1 on the night with a single. And Kikuchi sets. The first pitch is a cutter in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Ahmed. Kikuchi checks on Stanton at second. I don't know why. And the Judge at second. And the pitch is off the plate. Umpire says that he did not swing. It was a check. So the count is 1-1. And Kikuchi sets. And the four-seamer is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Rosario. On deck is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Now Kikuchi wants a new ball. Kikuchi sets, And the 2-1 is foul straight back in the screen. Count is going to be 2-2. And it looks like the Angels are getting somebody loose in the bullpen. Kikuchi sets, and this one is fouled off. Count remains deuces. And we don't know what color those damn gooses are. Actually, it would be geese, but, we'll go with it. And Kikuchi sets, and this ball is driven to center field. Trout is backing up, but he is going to make the play on the warning track. And that is going to cook the Yankees goose. Cook their goose with the bases juiced. But the Yankees did get a 2-run dinger by Jose Caballero to put us up 4-0. Coming up to bat in the top of the third is going to be Ohapi, Frazier, and Neto, 8-9-1. For those of you that are here, we've only had 9 people answer our poll. So take a second, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth families, please consider subscribing. And I want to thank everyone for taking a little bit of time out of your busy Monday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball, hopefully a winning little bit of Yankee baseball. We are heading into the top of the inning. Will Warren has looked extremely comfortable and well tonight. And we have another $2 super chat from Deadly St. Louis. Double tap that screen, guys. Thank you for your support. Most appreciated. And Warren looks like he's ready to warm it up. He sets and fires, and that first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Ohapi's hitting .233 on the season. No home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .614 OPS. Warren sets and he fires, and he cannot hold up his swing. It's confirmed that it is a swing. He did not check it. Count is 0-2. Warren sets and fires, and that 4-seamer is just a bit low. Count is 1-2. Warren sets. Sweeper just breaks off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer misses just down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Come on, do not let this guy get away. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Caballero. He backhands it and fires across the diamond to Goldie for the first out of the inning. And the first pitch is on the way. And the four seamer paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and he fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. So it is 0-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the left field line. Frazier's hitting .267 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and a .783 OPS. And Warren sets and fires, and that paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike three. So go grab some bench, Adam, because you are out of here. That is Warren's 4th strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Zach Neto, 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Warren sets and he fires, and Neto fouls this one into himself and is on the ground. Count is 0-1. I think he hit himself in the knee with that one. Holy moly. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Warren sets and fires. That ball is foul straight back. Count remains 0-2. Warren sets and fires, and that sweeper is swung on and missed for call. Strike three. And that is Warren's 5th strikeout of the night. And that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of the 3rd. Coming up in the bottom of the 3rd is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Randall Grichuk, and Jose Caballero. Well, we don't have large numbers tonight, but we have faithful ones. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight, supporting our live play-by-play. It's always easier to watch a game when the Yankees are actually playing baseball than it is compared to the last 5 that we've seen. And I want to thank you guys for keep coming back. So welcome, Ace, my brother. How are you? I hope everything is going well in your play-by-play. Enjoying the calling this game for damn sure, as opposed to the last 5 I did. Yes, the offense and the pitching are clicking. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to the plate. And Kikuchi sets, and that pitch is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is called. Strike two. Count is now 0-2 on Jazz. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is just a bit low. Count is 0-2. And Kikuchi sets, fires, and Jazz swings on a pitch that's diving out of the strike zone for call. Strike three. Coming up to bat is Randall Grichuk. Welcome to the stream, Landon. Appreciate you being here. There is no official at bat for Grichuk. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and Grichuk hammers this one to center field. Trout is drifting back, and he is going to leap against the wall, and looks like he might have stole a dinger from Grichuk. Nope, it would have bounced off the top of the wall. It would have been Grichuk's first hit as a Yankee, but to no avail. It is his 13th out. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run dinger in his last plate appearance. And Kikuchi sets, and that curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. And Kikuchi sets, pitch is on the way, and it is foul, tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is evened out, 1-1. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is called. Strike one. Caballero is definitely going to challenge this one, and I think it is definitely off the plate. And the call is overturned. It is a ball. The Yankees still have both their challenges intact. Count is 2-1. That ball missed by 0.4 of an inch. Kikuchi sets, and this one is popped straight back. And the catcher is heading, and that is going to end up in the stands. Count is going to be 2-2. And how do you do? And the pitch is on the way. And this is a line drive to right field. Adele is drifting back and going to make the play one step in front of the warning track, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. As we head to the top of the fourth, coming up to bat for the Angels is going to be Trout, Chanel, and Soler. And we're going to go to the active scoreboard for today. Today, the Mariners beat the Astros 6-2. In the top of the sixth, the Diamondbacks are beating the Orioles 4-1. In the top of the fifth, the Pirates are beating the Nationals 5-1. In the top of the fifth, the Phillies are beating the Cubs 9-2. Going to the top of the fourth, Yankees lead the Angels 4-0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Marlins lead the Braves 3-0. In the top of the second, the Twins lead the White Sox 4-0. In the top of the second, the Guardians and the Cardinals are tied up at 1. Following on later this evening, we're going to have the Rangers playing the Athletics and the Mets against the Dodgers. And that is your active scoreboard for the night. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees the Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, there are QR codes in the upper left and right hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is the Ugly Truth. In this game, there are 2 active players that have over 400 home runs, and that is Mike Trout and Giancarlo Stanton. Warren sets and he fires, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Trout is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And the pitch is grounded to Caballero, and it is going to be off his glove, and that is going to be an error on Caballero. Trout is going to reach. He tried to olay that ball, wasn't squared in front of it, and it careened off his thumb and went into the outfield. They are making contact, John. Let's see how Warren reacts to that one. Usually for me, when I was on the bump, I'd be pissed. And the first pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike 1 against Samuel Janelle. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Janelle. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a line out in his first at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Goldschmidt. He is going to knock it down and take the play himself. So moving to second is Trout, and coming up to bat is Soler, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Hey, Cruz. Next pitch is on the way, and I don't know. It's called a ball. It looked pretty good to me. And the pitch is on the way. That sweeper catches the hardest strike zone. Count is now 2-1. So what do you know, Cruz? And the pitch is on the way. And wow, it is called ball 3. I think I might have challenged that one. Count is 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that one is foul straight back. Count remains full at 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered down the left field line. That is going to bounce into the corner. Bellinger is playing the hawk, and Soler is going to have a stand-up double. Trout is going to score, and that is going to put the Angels on the board 4-1. Coming up to bat is Yoan Makata, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way. And that one is going to, man, I don't know. They call it ball 1. It looked like it painted the outside corner. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way. And it paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is even at deuces. And Warren sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed. So, Yoan, you are out of there. Down on strikes. So grab some bench, baby. That is Warren's 6th strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Joe Adell. Does not have official at bat. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. First pitch is in there, and the sweeper misses inside. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-0 on Adell. For those of you hopping in the stream, the Yankees have a 4-1 lead in the top of the 4th. Angels have a runner at first base, or at second base, with 2 outs. Warren sets and fires. That pitch is swung on, and that's going to bring the count to 2-1. Ward sets, checks on the runner second, pitches on the way. And this is fouled weakly down the third base line. Count is going to go to 2-2. Ward sets, and this ball is lined into left field. And Soler is routing second, and he is going to score. That is an RBI single for Adele. So now the Yankee lead is 4-2. And it looks like we have a mound visit going on. Warren is at 76 pitches. And this whole inning has started on a Jose Caballero error. Every run that has scored is unearned. And it looks like the mound visit is breaking up. Josh Lowe is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Beautiful changeup. Count is 0-2. Warren sets, and there's a pickoff attempt at first. Adele is in there head first, ahead of the throw. First disengagement. Warren sets, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. So it is going to rain 1-2, and we are heading to the sixth pitch of the at bat. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way. That is way inside. Count is even at deuces. Looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. 11 extra pitches from what I could tell, James. Or John. Welcome to the stream, James. And the pitch is on the way, and that is popped up. That is going to make the stands. Yeah, Jake, Warren is having a bad inning, and it's damn sure not his fault. Caballero blew the first play of the inning. He should already be out of this inning, and they shouldn't have scored at all. He's at plus 15 right now for pitches that he shouldn't have thrown. And he's probably not going to make it out of this inning. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the first base line. As we head to the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled down the third base line. Rosario is chasing it, but it is going to make it into the stands. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 4. So the Angels are going to have runners at first and second. Warren has thrown 35 pitches this inning. Coming up to bat is O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in his first plate appearance. And there's a pickoff attempt at second. And Warren sets, and the pitch is a sweeper that catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0 1 on O'Hoppe. And Warren sets, checks on the runner at second. And this pitch is driven into left field. And Adele is rounding third, and he is going to beat the throw. And that is an RBI single for O'Hoppe. Now the Yankees' lead is trimmed down to 4-3. Yeah, they need to take Warren out. He's like at 37, 38 pitches this inning. You're in the danger zone. So you don't do that to a pitcher. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is coming in to pitch. So the Angels have pulled within 1. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Frazier is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And I will step back in just a half a sec. Well, boys, it's time to get nasty. Well, Jake, once you get past 25 pitches, your arm is jello. And he threw 37. And when you got guys fouling the ball off left, right, and center, well, we haven't lost the game yet, Jonathan. And I think the Crews can right the ship. I expect a steady diet. Oh, and the first pitch is a fastball. Count is 0-1. It's sort of funny. They said that the Angels knocked out Will Warren, and I think it was Jose Caballero. Nope, Warren cannot win this one. And Caballero sets and fires. That fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And Fernando Cruz spids and throws to second. Count is 2-0 on Frazier. And Cruz sets and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 3-0. And Cruz has thrown nothing but fastballs. I would have anticipated that you'd see his splitter. And Cruz sets and fires. The pitch is in there for call, strike one. And Cruz sets and fires. That pitch is fouled off. Count is 3-2. And Cruz sets, and that pitch is out of the strike zone for ball 4. So the Angels are going to have the bases juiced full of Angels with 2 outs, and Zach Neto coming up to bat. He is 0-2 with 2 strikeouts on the night. And Cruz sets, so the first pitch is up high. The splitter was up high. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets and fires, and the pitch is a slider that catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. And Cruz sets. Pitch is out of the way, and the splitter is swung on and fouled off. He's thrown 2 splitters in these 2 at-bats, and they're both up high. I don't understand. Count is 1-2. Cruz sets and he fires, and that splitter is going to dive out of the strike zone. Count is even at deuces. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Definitely no place to put him. Time to get nasty, Fernando. And Cruz sets and fires the slider, and this one is fouled off. Cruz doesn't seem to be able to get his splitter in the strike zone. So that's a dead pitch. Cruz is already at 12 pitches. Cruz sets and fires, and that splitter is in the dirt, and that's going to be ball 4. The tying run is coming in. Ed Blake is headed to the mound. He still has another batter that he has to face, so he can't get pulled. But I don't see anyone warming up in the Yankee pen. Mike Trout is coming up to the plate. He is 0-2 on the night, 0 for 2 on the night with a run scored. Reached on an error this inning. And Cruz sets, and the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets, and that pitch is waved at. That is going to be call strike 1. Count is 1-1. Cruz sets and he fires, and that splitter is down low. Count is now 2-1 on Trout. And it looks like Jake Bird is warming up in the pen. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is low and away, not anywhere close to the strike zone. Count is now 3-1 on Trout. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a fly ball to center field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out, but not before the Angels score 4 unearned runs this inning. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, the score is tied 4-4. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be Austin Wells, Paul Goldschmidt, and the captain, Aaron Judge. 9-1-2. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you haven't, we have an active poll up. If you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We have 14 current votes. Plenty of time left in this game, so let's get it done. Like, share, and subscribe. Austin Wells is coming out. Kikuchi is back on the bump. And the first pitch for Kikuchi is down in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is a shallow fly ball to right field. Three players are converging on it, and Adele is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a strikeout, run scored. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Goldie. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0 on Goldschmidt. Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is going to be 3-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is called strike one. I don't know. I think that was a give me. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. The Goldschmidt's going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Yankees have a leadoff runner on, and the captain is coming up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And it looks like that might have been the last hitter for Kikuchi. And it looks like Sean Anderson is coming in to replace Kikuchi. So there is a runner on with 1 out in this 4-4 game.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And from our active scoreboard today, Mariners beat the Astros 6-2. We are in the top of the seventh, and the Diamondbacks lead the Orioles 7-6. Bottom of the sixth, the Pirates lead the Nationals 15-1. Top of the seventh, the Phillies lead the Cubs 12-2. As you know, in the top of the fifth, or the bottom of the fourth, we are locked up at 4 apiece. In the top of the fifth, the Marlins lead the Braves 6-3. In the top of the fourth, the Twins lead the Red Sox 11-3. And in the top of the fourth, the Guardians lead the Cardinals 3-1. Cubs and Athletics start at 9:40, and 10:10 the Mets and the Dodgers. That is your active scoreboard for today. And the first pitch is on the way. And the fastball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Next pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike two. Sinker right down the heart of Broadway. And Anderson sets, and this ball goes all the way to the backstop. Goldschmidt is going to advance to second. That's the second wild pitch of the night. And the pitch is on the way. A judge swings and misses on the slider. That's good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the captain. Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. And the pitch is on the way. And that is inside. Count is 2-0 on Belly. And Anderson sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and it's going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1 on Bellinger. For those of you hopping in this game, we're in the bottom of the fourth. Score is tied 2-2. Yankees have a runner at second with 2 outs. Cody Bellinger up to bat. Count is 2-1. And Anderson sets and fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is even at deuces. Anderson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to Frazier at second. He is going to underhand it to Shotwell to record the third out, and the Yankees are going to strand one. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is Shanwell, Soler, and Moncada. For those of you that are here, if you could please hit the like button. share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Certainly not how we thought this game was going to look at the end of four innings. And it looks like Tim Hill is coming in to take over from Fernando Cruz. Donnell is up to bat, and the first pitch is on the way. And Shonwell takes the ball up and in. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is all the way. That is grounded. Jazz lays out, feels it, and shoots it to first. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Hey, NES, welcome to the stream. They scored 4 runs basically on an error by Caballero. All 4 runs that scored by the Angels were unearned. Doesn't change the count. Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Soler is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Jake Bird is warming up in the pen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Goldschmidt did not make an error. And the pitch is driven to right field for Soler. So the Angels are going to have a runner at first with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Yohan Moncada, 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Well, Volpe is supposed to be starting his first rehab appearance tomorrow. And the first pitch from Hill is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the right field line. Count remains 0-2. And the pitch is on the way. It is bounced to Caballero. Caballero lays out, gets the ball. He fires, but not in time. And McConnell is going to beat that out. And they are going to have runners at first and second without 1 out. Joe Waddell is coming up to bat. 1-for-1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Caballero. Caballero flips to Jazz. Jazz relays to Goldschmidt, and that is going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom half of the inning is going to be Stanton, Rosario, and Chisholm. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, we are headed to the bottom of the fifth. The score is tied at 4 apiece. Stanton, Rosario, and Chisholm coming up to bat. If you haven't, take a second to drop your vote in our active poll tonight. And additionally, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I want to thank everyone that has hopped into our stream. Appreciate your support on this busy Monday night. Anderson is going to remain in the game. And the first pitch to Stanton is a four-seamer in there for called strike one. Painted the outside corner. Stanton is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Anderson sets and he fires, and this ball is driven to center field. Trout is heading back, and that is going to bounce off the wall. It gets past Trout, and Stanton is going to cruise into second with a stand-up double. That was a 408-foot line drive. And it looks like Ben Rice is pinch hitting for Ahmed Rosario. Ben Rice is hitting .356 on the year, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 1256 OPS. And the first pitch is up. And that is called strike one. I'm not sure that that was actually a strike. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1 on Rice. And the pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 2-1 on Big Ben. Anderson sets and fires. That pitch is way inside. Count is 3-1 on Rice. Jazz Chisholm on deck. And Anderson is going to set. He fires. And that pitch is out of the strike zone for ball 4. And Rice is going to strip his gear off and head to first. Jazz is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. The A's thought about challenging the pitch, but they're out of challenges, so they're out of luck. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm is coming up, ground out and a strikeout tonight. And the first pitch to Jazz is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Time to get nasty, babies. Time to get nasty. Anderson sets and fires, and this ball is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Ed Anderson sets. Checks out the runner at second. Fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. It gets by, but Stanton is not going to advance. Count is 2-1 on Jazz. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped to first base. It is a slow roller, and Dunwell is going to take the play by himself. The Stanton is at third. Rice is at second. There is one out, and the Yankees are pinch hitting Trent Grisham for Randall Grichuk. Grichuk is 0 for 13 on the season. So the only player left on the bench is going to be J.C. Escara. Boone has deployed everyone that he's going to pinch hit for. So anticipated with Rosario being pinch hit for that McMahon will come in and play third. Grichuk being pinch hitting for Grichuk. Bellinger's going to shit to left. And Bellinger's going to shift to left. Grisham will take over in center, and Goldschmidt will be out, and Rice will be in at first. And Anderson sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 1. Count is 1-0. I think if they would have had a challenge, they would have challenged that one and got it overturned. And the pitch is on the way, and that almost hits Grisham. Grisham is dancing. On deck is Jose Caballero. Anderson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses at that changeup. Count is 2-1. And Anderson sets. The pitch is on the way. And this is driven to right field. And that is on the track. And that is going, and gone. That is a 3-run home run by Trent Grisham. And the Yankees are going to take the lead 7-4. That one went 355 feet and left Grisham's bat at 99 miles an hour. That is Grisham's first home run of the year. And if you do not recall last year, in Grisham's 34 home runs, 28 of them either tied or gave the Yankees the lead. So well done, young man. Grishbaum, aye. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Cabby is 1 for 2 on the night with a 2-run bomb. Pitch is on the way, and the slider breaks off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. So the Yankees have 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Caballero has a 2-1 count. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined at Neto. Neto fills it on the hop and fires to Shamwell at first, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells, 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls. Wells has been hitting the ball hard, so hopefully he can make something count tonight. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is down low and inside. Count is 1-0 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells hammers this one foul down the right field line. It rolls just foul as it's approaching the home run pole. Count is evened at 1-1. Anderson sets and fires, and this changeup is up high. Count is 2-1. Anderson sets, and he fires, and that pitch is up and outside. Count is now 3-1 on Wells. And Anderson sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is guide to right field. Adele is coming in, and he is going to make the play in middle right field. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth. However, not before the Yankees score 3 runs to take a 7-4 lead. Boone has essentially emptied his bench. The only player remaining is J.C. Escara, and we will not see him. So, like I said, this team keeps on fighting. And for all the Grisham haters out there, you can't do anything but tip your hat. Great at bat, and he gave us the lead. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. And while you're doing that, please hit the like, share the button, And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please use the QR codes on the left and right of your screen. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. Your support is always appreciated. I want to thank everybody who's hung with us. As my alignment says, McMahon will be in at third. Bellinger is going to left field. Rice remains in at first, and Gresham takes wow. Garrett Crochet gave up 11 runs in an inning and 2/3. And Hill sets, and the first pitch is a sinker in there for call, strike one. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way, and the second pitch is in there for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and Hill's fastball is up. Count is 1-2. Hill sets and fires, and this one is tapped right back to Hill. Hill underhands it to Rice for the first out. Coming up to bat is Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI in that fourth inning. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball in there for call, strike one. That one cruised in at a freaking blazing speed of 90 miles an hour. And Hill sets and fires. That slider is outside. Count is 1-1. Hill sets and fires. This pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to Jazz. Jazz fills it and flips it to Rice for the second out. Coming up to bat is Frazier, 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Hill sets and fires, and this ball is looped through the infield. It's past Caballero. Caballero overran the ball. Damn it. And it looks like the Yankees are going to make a pitching change. Jake Bird is coming into the game. Coming up to bat is Zach Neto, the shortstop. 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a base on balls. Well. How do we feel about the game so far? Ups, downs, backups. peaks, troughs, valleys. Any concerns about Bird coming in? Not for me. And Sean, you had a statement in there that McMahon will be leadoff hitter spot. Well, you only have a leadoff hitter in the first inning. If you actually look at the roll, the true leadoff hitter will be Caballero in at ninth. And the first pitch from Bird is in there for call. Strike one. Nice sweeper. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Neto. So will Neto get his hat trick? Bird sets and fires, and this ball is looped into center field. Grisham is going to field it and get the ball in. So the Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Mike Trout. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Trout. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is call, ball one. Wells is challenging this one. I think he's right. And it is confirmed a ball. It was 0.3 of an inch off. Yankees have 1 challenge remaining. I think it was a good challenge. Bird checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and Trout fouls this one off. Count is now 1-2. We're in the top of the 6th. The score is 7-4 Yankees. Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Trout. Bird sets and he fires, and this pitch is inside. Count is going to even up at deuces. Bird sets and he fires, and that cutter is up and in. He buzzed the tower on Trout. Count is now 3-2. Come on, Jake. Walks are the enemy of all pitchers. Do not overthrow. Jesus. This pitch is hammered to left field. Going, and God. This game is tied at 7. That is a monster home run by Trout. Game is tied at 7s. That one went 421 feet, traveled at 108.7 miles an hour. So we are in the top of the 6th, and the game is once again tied at 7 apiece. Coming up is Samuel. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Bird sets and fires. The sweeper is down low. Count is 2-1. And Bird sets and fires, and this pitch is guide to center field. Grisham is closing and is going to make the play for the 3rd out, but not before the Angels are able to bring in 3 on a 3-run blast by Mike Trout. Game is tied at 7 apiece. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th is going to be McMahon, Judge, and Bellinger. For those of you here, if you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. Hey, Jamie, welcome to the stream. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. The QR codes in your upper left and right hand corner will help you out. QR code on the left is Hardcore Sports Network, and on the right is The Ugly Truth. Anderson stays in the game. And the first pitch to McMahon is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And this pitch is grounded to Godwell. He is going to field it and take it to first for the first out of the inning. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Hey, Clint. No problem, brother. First pitch to the captain is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for a strike. Count is 1-2. This kid has been pitching inside to Judge. He's pissed. And the pitch is on the way. And this ball is hammered to left field. This one is going, and gone. That is going to be a second deck shot. And the Yankees take the lead back 8-7. 6th home run of the season for Judge. Second of the night. That one went 398 feet and traveled 111.4 miles an hour. You keep throwing up and in on Judge, he's going to get you. He missed over the plate, and Judge hammered it. And apparently there's a pitch that I haven't seen. It's 0-1 on Bellinger. Bellinger is 0 for 3 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and that one is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Bellinger. And the pitch is on the way, and that is inside to Bellinger. Pitch is on the way, and this is pulled down the first base line. Downwell is going to field it himself and take it. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Big G. 1 for 2 on the night with a double, base on balls, and a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses. Looked like he was trying to give the Yankees a 2-run lead. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses at the sweeper. Count is 1-2. Anderson sets and fires. That changeup is off the plate. The count is evened at deuces. And Anderson sets, fires, and that pitch is a fastball off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Stanton has a warrior look in his face. Pitch is on the way, and Stam hits the line drive into left field. That is the second hit for Stanton. Going to be a single. Looks like they have a mound visit coming out. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. And it looks like Ferris is coming into the game, a left-handed pitcher. This Yankees team, they may not win all of them, but they damn sure don't stop fighting. So this one's for you, Sean.
Don't you come back no more.
Do more, do more, do more, do more. And we'll give you one more time.
Hit the
Road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, do more, do more, do more. And when we come back to game action, Ben Rice will be coming up to bat. He has not had an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance and has scored a run. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy Monday evening to come in and listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always welcome, appreciated. Some programming notes for you. Tomorrow evening, my granddaughter was one of 3 students selected to participate for the Hampton Roads All City Choir, and her performance is at 6:30, so I will not be on. I recommend hopping over to NY Yankee Mania to catch a little bit of baseball there. Guarantee you won't be disappointed. And Ferris sets, and the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one against Rice. And the umpire is indicating something. Oh, there's something on the field. And Ferris sets, and this pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2 on Big Ben. And Ferris sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is chop foul by Rice. So it is going to remain 0-2. And Ferris sets. The pitch is up and away. Count is 1-2 on Rice. Ferris sets and fires, and that changeup is inside. Count is evened at deuces on Rice. Ferris sets and fires, and this ball is driven into right center field, and Adele is going to cut it off. Stanton is going to go to third. So Rice picks up a single. Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. Jazz has 2 groundouts and a strikeout on the night. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is way off the plate to Jazz. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Ferris sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings at a ball out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And Ferris sets, and he fires, and Jazz swings at another pitch that is out of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th, but not before the Yankees retake the lead on a massive home run by Aaron Judge. Bounces off the face plate of the left field second deck. Coming up to bat in the top of the 7th is going to be Soler, Moncada, and Adele. Is it too early to extend Rice? Well, the answer is hell no, it's not too early. Rice has proven that he is the real deal, improving every year since his initial start. And of our young upstarts that are up, he is the only one that I would even think about extending at this point. I would certainly extend him before he hits arbitration. This is his second pre-arb year, so he has another pre-arb year next year. And that's when it starts getting expensive. Cruz could not find the strike. He could not get his splitter anywhere near a strike. So he was throwing sliders and fastballs, and he wasn't really very good with any of them. Ended up, at least, we didn't lose the lead, but we had a 2-run deficit, and by the time Cruz had left, it was tied. And Jake Bird is going to be out again. Bird has 14 pitches under his belt. And Soler is 2 for 3 on the night. Single, double, and a strikeout. And the first pitch is just a bit inside. Sinker at 95 miles an hour. Bird gave up a 3-run bomb to Trout to tie up the game at 7s. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Bird sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Bird sets. The cutter is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is Bird's first K of the night. Coming up to bat is Moncada, 1 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. So hopefully we can see Moncada get his hat trick. Bird sets, and the first pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Bird sets and fires, and this pitch is a cutter hammered into right field. Judge is going to field it on one hop. So Moncada is going to have a 1-out single. Second hit of the night, and Joe Adell is coming up to bat. Adell has a single hit by it pitch, RBI, and a run scored. Bird sets and he fires, and the curveball is just inside. Count is 1-0. And Bird sets. And the pitch is out of the way, and the sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is line past a diving Ryan McMahon. That's a fair ball. It kicks off the sidewall. And moving to third is Moncada. Going to second is Adell. Coming up to bat is Josh Lowe. 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls and a run scored. So now we have a ballot visit going on. Blake is strolling out. And Doval is warming up in the bullpen. Warren had a short outing tonight. Shouldn't have been a short outing. Jose Caballero blew a ground out from Mike Trout. They should have never scored a single run. And because of Caballero's error, 4 unearned runs scored to tie the game up at 4 and knock Warren out of the game. Warren threw 37 pitches in the inning, 24 after they were unnecessary. And Bird sets and fires, and the cutter is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Bird sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Lowe. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is cap foul. Count remains 0-2. Ed Bird sets. Pitch is all the way, and that is way out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And Bird sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled down the first base line. Bird, everything you're throwing to this lefty is inside. You have to hit a point on the outside of the plate, get him to go after it. Pitch is on the way, and This is fly to left field. Judge is going to make the play just short of the warning track, and this should tie the game up. And runners at second and third are going to tag. So Adele is going to head to third. And that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Logan O'Hoppe, the catcher. 1 for 3 on the night with an RBI. And here comes Boone. And Duvall is coming into the game. Looks like Blackbird is warming up too. So we are tied at 8 as they make the pitching change. Let me grab a bottle of water out of my fridge. In this bad streak for the Yankees, it does not seem like anything comes easy. Those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, we have QR codes in the left and right-hand corners of the stream. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is The Ugly Truth. Coming up to bat is O'Hoppe. And the first pitch is on the way, and that cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And Duvall sets, and the first pitch, next pitch is Wogod had fouled off. Count is 0-2, and that was a 99-mile-an-hour cutter. Duvall sets and fires. That pitch is up and in. Count is 1-2. Duvall sets, pitches on the way, and this is fouled into O'Hoppe himself. Count remains 1-2. Sacrifice fly. Tag from third, and the game is tied again, John. Duvall sets and he fires, and this ball is skied to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. that is going to do it for the Angels, but not before they tie the score up at 8. So we are going to the 7th inning stretch. Coming up to bat is going to be Grisham, Caballero, and Wells. And United States Army in the house. Corporal Brett Faraday served in Operation Desert Storm. Thank you for your service, sir. So for those of you that are in our stream, if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. So for those who are here, how are we feeling about the game? Yankees and Angels are going back and forth, just like any game. You tend to see peaks, valleys, and then whatever happens in the end. And we have certainly seen our ups and downs in this game. Thank you for your service, John. Let's see. I served during Beirut, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom, more combat operations than you could shake a stick at. Saw plenty of it, and all I can say is that you could see the best and the brightest that this country has to offer and the sacrifices that they're willing to make. And I will forever and a day be thankful for everyone who has served in the military, regardless of whether their role is in combat or support. All the jobs need to be done, and they're equally important. Ferris is going to stay in the game. Trent Grisham has 1 for 1 on the day with a 3-run blast to give the Yankees an 8-4 lead. It was short-lived. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Ferris sets and fires, and that fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Ferris sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is 3-0 on Grishbaum. Ferris sets and fires, and that pitch is called. Strike one. Four-seamer. Hey, Empire. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. It has been a back and forth battle tonight. Hopefully the Yankees can pull it off and take their fifth or break this 5-game losing streak. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field. Trout is making a approach and puts it away for the first out of the inning. Jose Caballero coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the 9 with a 2-run homer. And Ferris sets, and the first pitch is a slider in there for call, strike one. Caballero was turned facing the umpire. He wasn't even. Hey, Wesley, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1 on Cabby. And Ferris sets, pitch is on the way, and that changeup is in there for call, strike two. Count is 1-2 on Cabby. Ferris sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. And Ferris sets and fires, and that ball is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. And Ferris sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is way off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. Ferris sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to Neto. Neto fields it cleanly and fires it to Shonowell, who digs it out of the dirt for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Hey, Tyler, welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Coming up to bat as well as 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Fastball that clipped the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. And Ferris sets and fires. That pitch is going to be a fastball off the plate. Count is evened at 1 apiece. Ferris sets and pitches, and this ball is Going to thread the needle between Frazier and Shonwell for a base hit. So the Yankees have a runner at first with one out, and Ryan McMahon coming up to bat. He came in after Rosario was pinch hit for 0 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch to McMahon is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way. It paints the inside corner. For call, strike one. Count is evened out 1-1. And Ferris sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 2-1. Ferris sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike two. Count is evened at deuces. Ferris sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Going to make the stands. Hey, Stephen B., welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. So the count's going to remain 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive to center field. Trout is racing in, and he is going to make a nice running catch to record the third out of the inning. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the seventh. Coming up in the top of the eighth is going to be Frazier, Neto, and Trout. Actually, Stephen, I don't think the pitching was extremely horrible. I think that the floodgates got opened with a Caballero error that led to 4 unearned runs to tie the game up, knock our starter out early. And I'm quite sure a pitching change is coming, and I think it might be Paul Blackburn. That error happened in the fourth inning and essentially drove Warren out after he threw 37 pitches. Yankee pitchers threw over 50 pitches in that inning. Cruz came in the game and he couldn't control his splitter, couldn't locate it anywhere near the strike zone. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. Our scoreboard for today is Mariners beat the Astros 6-2. Orioles came back to beat the Diamondbacks 9-7. Pirates hammered the Nationals 16-5. Phillies beat the Cubs 13-7. As you know, we're in the top of the eighth, locked up at 8s in this game. In the top of the ninth, the Marlins lead the Braves 10-4. In the top of the ninth, the Twins lead the Red Sox 13-6. Top of the eighth, the Guardians lead the Cardinals 6-2. And in the top of the second, the Rangers lead the Athletics 3-0. Camilo Duvall is back on the bump. Frazier is in the box, 1 for 2 with on the night with a walk, a single, and a strikeout. And Duvall sets, and the cutter catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the ball is spliced past a diving McMahon. And that is going to go into left field for a base hit. That is a leadoff single. Coming up to bat is Zach Neto. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Neto. And Duvall sets and fires. That pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. Duvall sets and fires, and this ball is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Blackbird and Bednar warm it up in the pen. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Beautiful slider that caught the outside corner. And Duvall makes a pickoff attempt at first. Frazier is back in, diving head first. We're in the top of the eighth. The score is locked up at 8. Count is 2-2. Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Hey, T-Road, how's it going? And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Neto is down on strikes. That is the first out. Coming up to bat is Mike Trout. Trout is 1 for 4 on the night, but his one was a 3-run blast to tie the game up at 7s. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Trout. And Duvall sets, fires, and that slider is down low. Count is even at 1-1. And Duvall sets and fires. The pitch is not held up, and that is going to be call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Trout. Duvall sets and another pickoff attempt at first base. Frazier is back in head first. First disengagement of this batter. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and that 99-mile-an-hour cutter is just off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is another 99-mile-an-hour cutter off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2 on Trout. And the pitch is on the way. Jesus, this one is driven to left center field, and this one is going to be out of here. Angels are going to jump up to a 10-8 lead. So that is a second home run for Trout of the night, a 2-run homer, and the Angels are going to take a 10-8 lead. Well. Well is coming up to bat. There is one out. And the first pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Duvall sets and fires, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Duvall sets and fires. He paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Duvall sets and fires, and this pitch is swung on and missed. Count is deuce. Yeah, Clint, I definitely understand what you're saying. Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside. Count is full, 3-2. And Duvall sets, and he fires, and this pitch is grounded to Caballero at short. He fills it and fires to Rice at first. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jose Soler, the DH, 2 for 4 on the night, a double, pair of strikeouts, and an RBI. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a towering pop-up. Rice is tracking it, and it's going to make the play in foul territory. And that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of the 8th, but not before Trout adds a 2-run dinger. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton. Can our heavy hitters bring us back to even or give us a lead? I guess we're going to find out. Our active poll, we have 28 votes. So if you haven't had an opportunity to drop your vote, I'll tell you what, Thomas. Looks like Drew Pomerantz is coming in to replace Ferris. Pomerantz, former Red Sox, and a left-handed pitcher. And Pomerantz sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is a line drive to center field. Right at Trout. He takes one step and makes the play. One pitch and one out. And Bellinger steps up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the night, or 1 for 3 on the night, excuse me. And the pitch is hammered into right field. So that is a base hit for Belly. Coming up to bat is Giancarlo Stanton, 2 for 3 on the night with a double, a single, base on balls, and a strikeout. So can Big G have another moment this season? Tie this one up. And Pomerantz sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Pomerantz sets and fires, and this pitch is going to paint the outside part of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Pomerantz sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered foul, straight back. Count is 1-2 on Stanton. Pomerantz sets, and he fires, and that pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Pomerantz sets and fires, and this pitch is swung on and missed. The down goes Stanton on strikes. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And the first pitch to Rice is swung on and missed for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Pomerantz sets and fires, and this pitch is popped up foul. Count is 0-2. We're in the bottom of the eighth. There are 2 outs, a runner at first. Ben Rice is on at the bat, and the count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Pomerantz sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is tap foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And Pomerantz sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the eighth. The Yankees strand a runner. And as we head to the top of the ninth, Moncada well, looks like they just announced a pitching change. Paul Blackburn is coming into the game. Moncada, Adele, and Lowe will be coming up to bat. Well, Shad, it has been a great night across the board. And Blackburn sets. First pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop up in shallow center. Grisham is tracking it and is going to make the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Joe Adele, 2 for 3 on the night with a double, single, and hit by pitch, RBI. And Blackburn sets, and the first pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Blackburn sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 1. Blackburn sets, and this ball is skied to center field. Grisham is tracking it and is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. That is 2 away. Josh Lowe coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. Has an RBI and a run scored. His RBI came on a sacrifice fly to tie the game up at 8. Blackburn sets and fires, and the first pitcher pitches up high. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is guide to center field. Grisham is tracking it. And Grisham makes all 3 putouts in this inning. So do the Yankees have a rally left in their bones? Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 9th is going to be Chisholm, Grisham, and Caballero. I don't know who the hell the closer is for the Angels. Are they going to run Drew Pomerantz out there again? Maybe. He'll be facing 3 left-handers, left-handed pitcher. Well, Jake, tonight was certainly not a banner night for performance from the bullpen. That's for damn sure. And it looks like Jordan Romano is coming in to replace Drew Pomerantz. Jazz is 0 for 4 on the night with a couple of ridiculous strikeouts. Romano is a right-handed pitcher, so and the first pitch is on the way, and it is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is a ground ball through the right side of the infield between the first and second baseman, and that is a single for Jazz. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Grisham came in and pinch hit, gave the Yankees a brief lead with a 3-run blast. And the first pitch to Grisham is a 4-seamer up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Romano sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Grisham. We're going to see a little bit of running from Jazz tonight. Romano sets and fires, and that pitch is a slider down low. Count is 3-0 on Grisham. Don't swing at the next pitch. And Romano sets and fires, and that fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. And Romano sets. Count is 3-1 on Grisham. The pitch is on the way. And this is a bomb. This one is going, and gone. And the game is tied at 10 apiece. That is a 2-run shot by Trent Grisham, his second home run of the night. .391 feet, 102.3 miles an hour. 5 RBIs for Grisham on the night. Coming up to bat is going to be Jose Caballero, 1 for 4 on the night with a 2-run homer himself. So there is nobody on, no outs, and Caballero coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. Count is 1-0 on Cabby. And pitch is on the way. And this is inside third base. It kicks off the sidewall. Caballero is rounding first, heading to second. And he is in there with a stand-up double. Austin Wells coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the night with a base on balls, a single. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on. Situational hitting, fellas. Situational hitting. We can get this done. Walk this shit off and be done with it in this 5-game losing streak. Angels are in at the corners. They're expecting a bunt. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0 on Wells. And the pitcher steps off the mound. Cabby is dancing around second. Do not try to steal third. He has a clean throwing lane. Ed Roboto sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back into the screen. Count is what, Ed? What? All right, Austin. Productive out. Ball in play. No strikeout. Romano sets. And the pitch is on the way. And the ball is down low. Caballero is going to steal third base. So the winning run is 90 feet away. Count is 2-1 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way, and that damn near hits Wells. Count is 3-1. Count is 3-1 on Wells. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses. Count is now full. McMahon is on deck. 3-2, and the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 4. So as Wells strips his gear off, McMahon is coming up to bat. He is 0-2 on the night with a line out and a ground out. Ball in play. Ball in play. No strikeout. Yankees have runners at first and third with nobody out. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Romano sets, and the pitch is way inside. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is in, and that is called strike 1 or strike 2. And he is challenging it. I think that he's going to get it overturned. And that ball is low. The call is overturned. Count is 2-1 on McMahon. He missed by 1 1/10. 1 1/10 inches. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is now 2-2. And Romano sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is bounced foul. Count remains 2-2. It is 2-2. Romano sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled away, and that is going to make the stands. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Come on, Ryan. This is your time. Your time to get us off the field with a W and break this damn 5-game losing streak. Caballero is the winning run at third. Wells at first, nobody out, and the pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls that one off. As we go to the 8th pitch of the at-bat, McMahon is hanging in tough. And Romano sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is down low. Count is 3-2. And Wells is going to take second on defensive indifference. And the pitch is on the way, and that bounces away. It is in the dirt. That is ball 4. And Caballero is going to walk this one off. Wild pitch. Yankees snap the 5-game losing streak. Great at bats by a lot of the lineup. Home runs by Judge, Grisham, Caballero. So that is going to be a walk to McMahon, a wild pitch, and Caballero is going to score the winning run. So thank God this game was rough up and down, but the Yankees are going to win 11-10. Definitely a seesaw game, exciting. And I'll give you the numbers here in about a half a click. But those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And from our active poll, we had 30 votes. 77% said that the Yankees were going to end their 5-game losing streak. 27% said no. The numbers for tonight's game are Yankees 11 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. Angels have 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. Paul Blackburn is going to take the win, and Romano is going to take the loss. I want to thank everybody for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball in this wild Monday night. And I'm going to end in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees. And we'll see you in the info note. I am going to be at the All City music concert for my granddaughter tomorrow. So I will not be streaming. Game is going to be streamed on NY Yankee Mania. I recommend going over there. They've got great content. And I'm going to end this one with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night, guys and gals.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow